Toon Village was full of color and laughter. Max the monkey loved to swing. Lulu the lamb loved to jump. One sunny day, they were playing hide and seek.
Found you.
Giggled Lulu, spotting Max behind a giant lollipop. Max pretended to pout.
You're too good at this, Lulu.
He said, pulling out a crumpled piece of paper.
Look what I found.
The paper was an old map. It had drawings of mountains that looked like lollipops and rivers of jelly.
A treasure map.
Squealed Lulu, her eyes wide with excitement.
Let's go find it.
Max grinned.
Adventure awaits,
He cried, striking a heroic pose. The map led them to the edge of Toon Village, to a place called the Jungle of Jinx. The jungle was a tangle of vines and giant flowers that tickled your nose.
This way,
Said Max, pointing to a path that disappeared into the leafy green.
If we follow the river of jelly, we'll find the treasure.
Lulu skipped ahead, her bell jingling merrily. The jungle was a bit scary, but mostly it was silly. Bouncing mushrooms giggled as they walked by. A grumpy-looking pineapple grumbled good morning. Deep in the jungle, they came across a flock of toucans. These weren't ordinary toucans, though. These toucans had bright, mismatched beaks.
They're called tricky toucans,
Whispered Max.
They love to play tricks.
Just as he said it, one of the toucans swooped down and snatched the map right out of Max's hand.
Hey!
Shouted Max. But the toucans just laughed, tossing the map from beak to beak. Lulu, ever quick-witted, started to sing a silly song. The toucans, mesmerized by her tune, stopped their game. One by one, they started to sing along, returning the map with a flourish. The map led them to a dark cave hidden behind a waterfall of lemonade.
This must be the Cave of Chaos.
Inside, strange shadows danced on the walls. The air was filled with spooky sounds.
Woohoo!
Max and Lulu jumped. A ghost zipped past, giggling.
Boo!
It said, but it sounded more like a sneeze. Max and Lulu realized it wasn't a scary ghost at all. It was just a playful little cloud with a sheet over its head. They couldn't help but laugh. The Cave of Chaos was more silly than scary. Finally, they reached a giant door at the back of the cave. Standing in front of it was a giant fluffy bunny.
Who dares to seek the Toon treasure?
Max and Lulu were surprised. The bunny looked big and scary, but its voice was soft and cuddly.
It's us, Max and Lulu. We followed the map.
The bunny smiled.
To find the Toon treasure, you must work together and always choose laughter. Solve this, and the treasure is yours.
He pointed to a giant puzzle on the door. Max and Lulu put their heads together. The puzzle was tricky, but they helped each other, and whenever they felt stuck, they told jokes and laughed. Finally, with a click, the door swung open, revealing a room filled with tickles. That's right, the Toon treasure wasn't gold or jewels. It was a room full of magical feathers that tickled anyone who stepped inside. Max and Lulu laughed and laughed until their sides hurt. They had faced their fears, outsmarted tricky toucans, and learned that the best things in life are friendship and laughter. They returned to Toon Village, their hearts full of joy, and shared their tale with everyone. The villagers roared with laughter and learned that the real treasure was the fun they had along the way.